here. Thanks for tuning into my channel. It's a gorgeous sunny afternoon in early June, so that you're probably not actually going to see this video though until probably end of July, maybe even into August, because I'm ahead in my videos and I don't post every day because I'm now back to work full-time, and when I'm working full-time I find that a little bit too much stress to be trying to do videos every single day. So I do videos twice a week or post videos twice a week, but being off for 2.5 months with the pandemic happened to let me get ahead, which was great because I've also spent some time doing some other fun projects, which I'm going to show you in just a sec, some of what I've been doing. So, but today, as you can see, we're going to pour over this jar. It could be used as a vase, has a bit of a narrower neck, but we're going to pour over that, and just give me 1 second here. So I need to put something underneath it that I can use to lift it. So anyways, we'll do that in a second. But I want to show you what I'm doing. I've been doing a lot of pour overs, which are one of my favorite techniques. I've poured over my own water bottle for work, but this is one of my co-workers that I've just done for her. As you can see by the gorgeous shine, it is varnished, and then this is the lid for it. So obviously not on the inside of the lid or the inside of the bottle, but it is also varnished. And she's seen a picture of it without the varnish and loves it, so that makes me very happy. And then I've been really into doing dot art, mandala art lately. It's something I got interested in a few years ago, and just kind of it fell by the wayside, and now I picked it up again. So I've been madly doing dot art lately. So I'm just going to show you a few of what I've been doing. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry, I have a bunch here to show you because I've been very busy doing mostly on CDs that I don't listen to or didn't watch DVDs anymore. So here are 4 of them here that I've been doing. So 4 different CDs. Obviously, I don't want to tilt this because I don't want them to slide, but hopefully you can see those okay. So that's 4 right there. And then there's these 3. I really like this one with these warm, earthy and metallic colors, and then this is my proud to be Canadian red and white one I've done recently. And then I have these 3. So I really love this one, of course, because it's purple, my favorite color, and this one also that I just did the other day that's purple and gold, again using my favorite colors. And this one makes me think of a sea urchin, I think, although sea urchins aren't this colorful. So I'm very thrilled with those. And then this morning I just did this one, this is on an 8x8 canvas, and I absolutely love this. Let me see if I can get it all in the picture for you. So yeah, this one's black, white, and gold. So yeah, let's move it in so you can see a close-up of some of it. Really, really love this one too. So that's what I've been up to a lot lately. So I'm just going to pause the video for a minute, and then we will be right back in order to continue with today's project. Okay, so I'm back, and I found a plastic cup that I can wash again to put the jar on. Let me just see if I can make sure it's straight. So today I'm just going to use black, white, and gold on this jar. So just some Artist Loft flow acrylic, black and white, and then this just dollar store gold metallic. I'm not actually adding anything, so the white and black are mixed with Floetrol and water, and the gold I'm not actually going to mix anything with it because I do find that it is bright enough on its own, or thin enough I should say, on its own. So let's get started. I'm going to be layering in this cup, and then as you can see I've got it on 2 4x12 canvases. I just got the popsicle sticks just to help balance it because it was a little bit rocky there just because of the hard edge of the canvas. So those are just to help balance it a bit, and then it might even help with a little bit of a pattern. So we're going to start filling up the cup here. I don't think I've done a pour on a diptych before, although I might have, and if I did, that's okay. I love trying different things. So let's go ahead with this. I hope everyone is still doing well. A lot has opened up here in BC. My office, I work in an optometry office, I think I said in my videos before. We reopened on the May long weekend here in Vancouver, or my office did, but not all the staff came back at once, and then I started back just June 1st. Full-time, of course, because I was full-time, which I'm very happy about, and lots and lots of changes, of course. Lots of new protocols were doing to keep everyone safe and healthy and feel comfortable about it all. And we are now wearing scrubs, which we didn't used to do, but I like scrubs, so I'm not upset about that at all. And of course, masks and gloves and screening people with COVID questions, and everybody has to have a mask to come into the office, and appointments are very, very well spaced and scheduled, and things like that. So I'm very happy with all that we're doing in that regard. But like I said, I hope everyone is healthy and that things are getting back to the new normal in wherever you live. So by the time you see this video, like I said, you will probably, hopefully things will be even more back to normal. I still hear things like large events like concerts and sporting events and stuff like that will not be back to normal for a long, long time, probably until we have a vaccine, but who knows. So far, BC has been doing really, really well since the beginning, actually, of controlling the spread of the virus. And yeah, so keeping that well under control and keeping it down with all the social distancing. Our provincial medical officer, Dr. Bonnie, can't even think of her last name, everybody just calls her Dr. Bonnie Henry is her name. She's been fantastic since the whole beginning of this virus. She's got a lot of experience that helped her to identify what was going to happen and how to start controlling it right from the beginning. So that, I think, has definitely put BC and Vancouver into a really good place right from the beginning. But anyways, carrying on with art, I hope everybody has been able to be creative during this worrisome time, or before this time and after this time, because there will be an after. Like I said, I've been focusing a lot on dot mandala and dot art. I bought a bunch of little shapes from Michael's, dolphins, stars, flowers, hearts, little things like that, and a couple wooden boxes, and also some other wooden circles from Michael's that I'm going to use for dot mandala work. So I'm just going to add a bit more paint. I'd rather have too much. Like if I have leftover, I can always use it on another project. So I want to make sure that I have enough to cover this jar, this vase, quite well. Okay, let's go with that. Like I said, I can always do more. So I'm going to just pour. I don't want to pour the bottom because it's a little bit sunk there, and I'll just basically lose a lot of paint. So I am just going to pour, or starting at the top edge, and then just let it roll down on its own. A lot of black there. Hopefully the white and gold will come through too. Well, it's going into the center of the bottom anyways, but that's all right. I think the black has taken over. Oh, here comes some more of the white and the gold. The hard part with this one is going to be getting the neck of this jar covered, because it is very indented. I'm going to get a popsicle stick in just a second and scoop out the bottom of the jar so that the paint can flow over and not just get wasted sitting on the top there. All right. So we're just going to scoop this out, push it over the sides. If there's a little bit on the bottom, of course I don't mind. It would be hard to get it all off without making it a sort of smeared mess, but I do want to get most of it off the bottom here. Okay, let's see here. Now what always happens with when you're pouring on an object is you'll get little spots where it gets kind of stuck for whatever reason. So Generally you can just try to touch it with your finger. In this case I'm using a popsicle stick to help it flow over those spots. This part of the neck is not covered at all, so we'll definitely want to get that covered. Okay, this side over here is done well. On this side that you guys can't see yet, I will show you everything. It's just this side right here that we need to get covered. Okay, I think we've got it all covered there. Now I'm really liking this, but I think I'd like to see a little bit more gold to come through. We lost a fair amount of the gold. Blend it in. So I'm just going to take the gold in just a second and just pour it directly down the vase. I'm just scooping off some of the runoff though, so that we can have lots of coverage for the two canvases. Plus, if you stop the runoff, it'll stop you from losing all the good parts of your project too. You do that on flat canvases too. Just run your finger or a knife or a popsicle stick like I'm doing along the edges. Okay, let's leave that for a minute and let's pour a bit more gold. Like I said, I would just like a bit more gold to come through. I'm just going to pour that along the edge. Alright, and we'll let that run down. So I'm just going to do a little bit of clear up here. We'll put the video on pause again and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes. And see where this is at for dripping, and then hopefully we'll be able to move it off the canvas and go ahead and tilt on the canvases. So we'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and I've moved the jar, the vase. You can kind of see it there in the top corner, and I'll definitely get you guys a close-up of that once I'm done on the canvases. I did add some gold and some white to the two canvases because I was afraid I was going to end up with a little bit of a muddy mess. So I'm not necessarily looking for these to match. So we're just going to start tilting them and see what we get. That is the trouble, of course, with black and white, is they often will mix and you'll end up with gray, which is fine. I like gray, but I don't want it to be too gray or too muddy looking, so that's why I just added the white and gold kind of on top. Good. I'm just going to turn this around so you can see me tilting it the other way. Oops, I just dipped my arm in the other one. Just want to get it going to this other side here and down to this corner. See if I can help that along a little bit. And then we'll just get this last corner, and then there's a little bit over here. I want to get in there. Just to help it move a little bit. Hopefully that's still in the, you can see that that's still in the frame for you, so just going to get this to tilt over the edge a bit here. And just want it to come down to this corner a bit more. Okay, so that is that one. And I'll just put that down again. Let's help it over this corner, this side here a bit. Move my little cup so that it's centered underneath. And it doesn't tilt off the little cups. All right, let's do the other one. Okay, try and keep that in frame for you without tilting on top of the other one. Let's get this moving. This side does have this canvas has more paint on it. For whatever reason, more paint came off this side of the jar than the other side. Turn this around so we can tilt it down the back the other way. Almost getting there. All right, let's see if we can get this to roll over. There we go. And then let's get down to this last corner. Dabbing it like this just helps the paint move. There we go. All right. I think we got it all over. Excellent. Let's put this one down next to the first one. Like I said, I'm not expecting these to match at all because of the way I poured them, but they will coordinate since they are the same colors. But that looks pretty fabulous. Let me just wipe my hands here, and then I'm going to grab my torch. We probably won't get any cells out of this because there are but there's Floetrol. And there is actually some cells coming up there, and quite often you'll get cells with Floetrol. So let me just find my torch here. Sugar, bear with me 1 second here. I touched that water bottle and knocked it over. Let me just make sure that it's coming off there. Sorry, bear with me here. All right, should be okay. All right, let's give this a little torch. Because there will be some air bubbles too. All right, there we go. So that looks terrific. So just give me a minute here to clean up and we'll be right back and we will bring you in for some close-ups. Okay, so we're back. I've done some cleanup. I moved things around. I wiped out the bottom part of the jar. That will be the bottom of the jar just to get rid of that excess paint out of there. There's still some paint on there and that's okay, but I wanted to get rid of the excess because that takes forever to dry. But here is the diptych. So I actually really like this. I didn't get a lot of cells or anything, but that's okay. I really like how it turned out. It definitely is better with the addition of the gold and the white on top. So let's just move in for some close-ups. So this is the right hand one. We'll just move up there so you can see all of it. I do like how this has not really blended too much and you got the nice lines and stuff. And move all the way up there, and then I do like this corner here for sure. And then one little spot right up there, and then we'll just move down the second side. I really like this side. This is kind of cool. I didn't even know that had happened. So, but I definitely like that there. And this right here in the middle too, for sure. And then moving down, we could have some little specks and stuff here. Cells coming through just a tiny little bit. And then, yeah, I like this corner too. And hey, if you're noticing my nails, these are the nails that my daughter, my most recent nails that my daughter, she's on Instagram at Chemistry Nails, K-E-M-I-S-T-R-Y. She does my nails for me, and these are my latest set because she did them to match the colors in my office that I work in. Anyways, let's move on to the vase, the jar. I call it a jar because it actually has a cork lid that goes with it, but it's not. It could definitely be used as a vase too. So here we are, just going to turn that slowly so you can see it, and I am going to flip it right side up soon because it's pretty much finished dripping downwards. So we'll flip it just the right side up in just a minute or two probably. But there, that's looking pretty awesome. I really like it, how it turned out. I'm glad I added a bit more. I just tipped the rest of the black and white that was in the bottom of the cup, the plastic cup, over top of that gold, because there seemed to be a little bit too much gold after I added some gold. So that's the good thing about pouring, is you can just keep adding if you want until you kind of get the effect or the result that you like. But I'm really happy with this. So I'm not going to do anything else with it, except I will turn it right side up in just a few minutes. But thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate when people watch my videos, and feel free to leave some comments. And I said I hope you enjoy, and we'll come back. I do post on Sundays and then usually Wednesdays or Thursdays every week. And if you have not hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom, please do so, because I would love to see that happen. And also don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll know when I upload my next video. Have a great day. Bye.